This is Atlantis. Today is August 4th, 2026, and this is my Decentraland Pattern Studio build check-in. And this thing is coming together. It's nearly ready. I will show you my progress. Uh, I got super happy the other day when all of the patterns got wired up and I wasn't recording it. So today I thought we made another milestone and I should record the moment when I do the troubleshooting and see it in my preview. So I was querying, right now I'm querying Opus, and I moved to Opus just last week. Opus messed up a couple of things when I switched to Opus from Fable because it didn't have the background that Fable did, and it's the one that left the leftover porthole window. We got that cleaned up with the elevator capsule, and now what I have asked it is I want to set up those teleport discs. I think last week or a week and a half ago, I tried to do it with a smart item in the Creator Hub to be able to get that flat disk to teleport you up a level without having to wait for the elevator. As a backup, well, now it's going to be primary for me. Um, and I said I didn't like the way Fable was telling me to accomplish it, and I don't like the only one floor up at a time with no choice. That was Fable's master blueprint. So now I've redone the blueprint here with Opus, and it wrote code for me rather than me work on it in the Creator Hub and drag a trigger item in the Creator Hub. It wrote me a script for this, and I've just done one round of troubleshooting with it, asked it to move its little console to the center from the right. Let's find out how it works. I'm going to dismiss this. And I wanted to let you know that when it was researching, the LLM went out to the web. I gave it permission to do so with a trigger, with a connector. And so it searches the web, and Decentraland has put these agent-friendly information pages online. So it gave me this as a source to justify some of the things it's asking me to try. And here it's Markdown because the agents don't need any pretty CSS styling. They just work on Markdown files, and that's what that .md stands for. So let's see what else I got. Here is the room. We are in it's all wired up. You should have seen me the minute I had that wired up. I was like, it works. I'm a mad scientist. I got a light in invisible light here. It's a little too strong. I'll dial it down. Um, but look, it's like all of the surfaces are covered in pattern just on this floor. And now I'm gonna go test out this little guy. This is my, you don't click on it. You have to stand on it to get this is what it looks like now. So I told it to adjust the location of this plus the size of it to make it 3 times bigger and to the middle of the screen because I could barely see this. It says travel to, choose a level, ground floor, level 1, level 2, living room, you are here, level 3, gallery or close. So um, it nailed it. I didn't give it instruction on what I wanted this panel to say. And so here I'm going to go down to the pattern studio and it's instant. And I've got my pictograms all rearranged and the buttons rearranged so that my I had to move these preview windows down. So I'm gonna test the chair. So if you watch the diorama and look at the button, I click it once, it sends the pattern in question to the previewer, not to the chair yet. This is new. It used to send it directly to the chair without having a second choice, but as I was troubleshooting, we added this second choice. So let's change it to stars, dark stars. And I think I do here. Yeah, apply to chair. And that changed it to the preview. Ta-da. And then, okay, what was I doing? I'm going to pause it so that then I can update the scripts and show you the change. So the error, I got an error and we're having file naming issues. And because I ran out of Claude, I'm sorry, I ran out of Fable credits and they're making me pay for any time I talk to Fable now, and I don't want to do that. So then I switched over to talking to the new one, Opus, and it didn't know that Fable and I had a method to not rename these because it had told me to replace the index and the teleport files and didn't tell me that they were dependent upon each other. So it had, anyway, it's this V2 written in the index file when I had renamed the file to plain old teleport. That was the issue. Okay, we fixed the dependencies issue and the file naming errors, and I haven't cheated and looked at it yet. I have really just landed here. And here I am. This is not published. This is my whip, and here we go. Oh, that's much better. It was so tiny, people. You have to make a choice. You have no choice but to make a choice. It's huge. So we're going to go to level 1. It told me why it does this because my disk is in the corner and the camera by default is a couple of meters behind the avatar. So what solves this? Where when you transport and you're in third person view, you're outside the building. So I will talk to my friends about solving that. It went back. That's right, there's a new launch. This looks kind of like it might default to all one pattern. Okay, so I gotta try this, and we're gonna put the dark stars on there, set it in there, put the dark stars on the other chair, set it in there, and let's go find the walls. Okay, come on, go away. This is going to be tricksy here. Walls. Sure. Okay, we're going to set the wall in and make it smaller with this. Small. Okay, and then the floors we're going to make smaller, and we're going to put a star rug on. Apply to area rug. Okay. And now instead of waiting for the elevator, I could get my picture from on top of the elevator now that this teleport works. Ta-da! I'm gonna go to the living room. It's wild. It's so crazy. Okay. Okay. It's crazy. Yeah, that's exactly how we set it up in the diorama. All right, good. I got a curtain and a valance. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you. Look at that. I gotta take a picture of this. Okay, C. Oh man, why does it back up when you press C? I have trouble with this. I'm rolling my little scroll bar. It doesn't move me in. All right, so then you press U to take away the user interface, and W might do it. Oh, there. Okay. And uh, I wonder if I could do W without doing U. Fine, I'll take the picture like this, and a space bar takes it. Okay. Escape. I'll try it again. Okay. I'll just stand here and go C. It backs up. And then if I do W, yeah, I don't have to press U. All right, gotcha. Got it. Okay, good night.